Yo, what's good? This your boy Mafioso. Welcome to the Hive Hustle Podcast, the definitive source for street culture.
Hey, I'm your co-host, Rellik.
Hey, look, together, today, and every day, we dive deep into street culture, whether that be dancing, roller skating, hip-hop, crump, 90s, all that stuff, all the street culture that you need.
This is your place to hear from the leaders and pillars shaping these movements, sharing their stories, and dropping gems. All the gems
All the gems.
y'all need to hear.
Look, it's produced by the homies G Suede and Monte of Swarm Branding, DQ Media, and Suede Studios. So do us a favor, get ready to vibe, learn, and be inspired.
Let's start the show.
Let's start it.
Welcome to the show, let us all begin. Introduce a new approach to evolve and win. Taking lead, never stop, can't fall again. Took heed and watched who I called a friend. On a swivel, ain't none of this simple. Rather be at the table, conversing what's beneficial. Put in hard work, unapologetic with your craft. Yeah, the scars hurt, but I won't regret what's in the past.
What's good? What's good? Hey, we back with another episode.
We
bro.
back with another one. Wait. Another one. There we go.
No Diddy though.
Ooh,
child.
No.
That's crazy.
You gotta like have one of those, right? You gotta do that. But look,
This diddler thing.
we
has to
appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. I don't know what episode we're on. I don't know what season it is. I don't know none of that stuff because my producers pay attention to all that. But still, we are here with my bro, Alpha Jack. I've known this guy since like 2012. It's been 12 years, man.
stop. Yikes!
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Is that when you moved to Vegas?
Yeah, like December 2012. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So literally in
Yikes.
July of 2013 when we battled at Neon, like I told you before we started recording, I was going to bring it up.
Yeah.
That was 6 months in.
Oh.
6 months in, bro. Just getting my footing in, man.
Jeez. I
Yeah.
told my bro I wanted him to be on the episode because I've seen him grow into his career and he's seen me grow into my career. Him walking even into the building has been like kind of a eye opener, you know, because we've done a lot of work to make the building look the way it is. But thank you, man. Like
Yeah.
first and foremost, just from the bottom of my heart,
Of course.
a person that's like giving me a massage, been in my home, giving my wife a massage. Like he is my
love.
massage therapist.
That's love.
Just so
okay.
y'all know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do massages?
Oh yeah, bro. He's tight too.
The guy.
Man,
that guy.
listen, I was at the mall earlier and I had one of those massage chair massages for like
Oh,
$5.
don't do that.
I'm not going back.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
That was
they
horrible.
just trying to get foot traffic. That's it, man. They just trying to get people in and out. I don't know
Yeah.
if they
Yeah,
really,
it's
I don't know if they really
it's a
care.
corporate. It's a corporate.
No, it was
wheel.
it was the automated ones. You put $1 in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
That's even worse.
That's even worse. Zero
was-
communication.
I was waiting to get my oil change, and I was just sitting there. Just
Oh yeah.
it was horrible.
Breaking it. That's what it make you do. You be like, damn.
You do the whole body wave the whole
You don't know
time.
now that you
If you want to learn how to dance, just sit in the massage.
Yeah,
chair.
just sit in a massage chair. Fellas, you having problems with the ladies on the dance floor?
Galleria
Massage
Mall.
chair, dude.
I can't.
Five
But
people.
look, we asked him to be on the show because obviously, as you can tell, we're not even 3 minutes in, and it's comedy. But look, let's start out, bro. As you,
That's how it be though. You like, oh, dang.
hey, it'd be like random places too. Like yo, literally, that's all I think about when I see that. Okay,
All right, that's the last one I'm gonna do.
All right.
I swear. All right, come on.
back. I can't. But look, bro, if you know better than anybody, you've watched me as a married Bible thumper, as a single dude running amok downtown,
Muck.
as now growing into being the business owner I am. Still struggling every day, obviously, because who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? But we make the best of it and we do the best we can with it. The podcast is simply so I can gas people up that are my friends. You know, you have a story. Like you have amazing knowledge when it comes to massage therapy, when it comes to dance. You know, you teach at plenty of studios out here. You have lived in LA. You've probably traveled many different places. So people need to hear that. People need to be inspired through that.
Yeah.
So that's what this was started for on a whim. I brought my bro John with me because he moved out here and
Like a year ago.
he's
It'll
funny
be
as hell.
Welcome
it'll be a
in,
year
bro.
in October.
Wow, welcome in, man.
Appreciate it.
So-
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But first things first, let everybody know who you are, what was the first introduction to street culture, and how'd you get to where you at in a nutshell?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know it's long. But
Yeah,
it's the best question.
Yeah. Introduction in the street culture, man. Well, I'm Alpha Jack, Dezmin, for all those that want to know the government. But I am Alpha Jack, and I'm from New Jersey, born and bred, raised, all the above.
East side.
Yeah, East side for sure. So I'm definitely from the East Coast. So we speak a little different. We approach things a lot different than they do, a little bit more on this mellow West Side. Look, they even got me talking like that when I say West Side. All right, no. Let me bring out the East Coast accent a little bit. But the introduction to dance itself, I think it started super young. Just always been a mover. Just from hearing from my parents, always been a mover.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what was on.
I've met your mother, so obviously I know that.
Right.
But my main reason for this question is we're both lovers of R&B.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I was about
So
to get to
what
that too.
was? There you go. What was it? Saturday mornings with Whitney Houston playing, or you know what I'm saying, or was it Dominoes at the table?
Honestly, I think it was before I was even conscious of what was happening. You know how you get a certain age and all of a sudden you're like,
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that song
I'm
is.
alive. Like
I'm a human. I
Yeah.
feel like my daughter's getting to that age now. Like she's about to be 3, and she's like literally like, we'll talk about that later. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, for sure. So yeah, my dad tells me all the time. No, it's my mom. She loves telling this story, but not a story, but just moments where Guy, Piece of My Love would be on, and I'd be in the car just singing it, and I was just like, what? I was really singing like Guy, like that in the whip, in the baby seat.
Bruh,
But-
my son, Landon, he's still in a booster seat because he's freaking light as heck.
Yeah.
The other day he comes into the house and he's like, can we talk?
Yeah.
I was like,
Wait.
Come
he
on,
started
man.
playing, he started singing Tevin Campbell.
Wait.
Come on.
And my 9-year-old son was like, can we talk? I was like, I looked
Okay.
at Kalina, I was like,
Okay.
Where?
what is he doing?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I hear it in your car all the time. I said, dang. That's
pay-
how you know they listening.
Soaking it up.
At least they listening to good music.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can see how timeless it is too.
Because these days
right?
and time, this music is kind of questionable.
Mm-hmm.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little
Bringing
bit.
it back.
So
you know.
Guy,
Wow. Oh yeah, Teddy Riley, man. But it makes sense though, because he's still a huge influence in my life right now.
Yeah.
So I think my introduction to street dance was just being a '90s kid and just having access to that whole New Jack era, which is incredibly fun, man. It's just something that I haven't felt since.
Yeah.
Just the movies that
Yeah.
coincided with the era. Me and Jack are like the biggest TMNT fans, so so the whole '90s era just
Bruh.
being amazing is just
Landon,
yeah.
when I first started kicking it with Kalina, the first movie I ever had him watch was the first
The
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
1990
Yeah,
TMNT.
come on. Literally.
You can't
like,
go wrong, man.
The pizza,
That's the
come on, man.
The costumes.
I can't stand number 3, but I
yeah.
still like it.
Yeah, there's a respect for it for
Like,
sure.
definitely. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, they went hard with going back in time and all that. I felt
Yeah.
like I was watching a little Back to the Future.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
messed with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
My favorite one still till this day is number 2.
Yeah,
The Ooze is the best.
you think so?
I feel like they stepped into their characters. And then I forgot his name, but the Asian, I don't know if he was Asian.
His name
or-
was Kino in the movie. He's
Yes,
Filipino for sure.
Bro, he like made that whole movie.
He did.
I
Ernie
feel like
Reyes.
number 2 was and then I was a little bit older. So I understood more of the movie because think about it. The first Ninja Turtle movie, if I'm not mistaken, it came out like 91.
89, 90.
There you
yeah,
go. That's
made
even
it
worse.
89
I
and
was
then
4.
dropped in 90. Yeah.
You get what I'm
Dang,
saying?
I
So
just-
like when I first
I just
watched
got
that
here
movie,
at
I was
89.
like 6 years old. And then the second one came out, I was about 10. So I was like more prone to understanding movies and understanding characters. So
Right.
that movie resonated with me tremendous. And then I hate it, but Vanilla Ice, like
Yo, honestly, let's keep it a stack.
Ninja,
Let's keep it a stack, man. Vanilla Ice can dance.
bro.
He can dance his ass off.
That's why when I was younger, when people would call me him, I would never take it as an insult.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all calling me Vanilla Ice? Yeah, that's cool, but that man can move. Like,
Yeah, he might have
in real-
been-
MC Hammer too. People make fun of him. but
Cold.
I never seen my last dance.
You've never seen? When you come to the house next, we watching.
Never seen them
Ninja
dance.
Turtles.
Oh, he never. Oh,
Never seen them dance.
you missing out, my boy. Shout out to Jim Henson, man, for those costumes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The artistry in that film. I think the first one, though, I like how we got off topic. Talk about TMNT.
That's what it's
But
about.
the first one, it was darker and it was just like really created like in a studio, like
You could tell.
on a lot.
Yeah, you could tell.
You know what I mean? Nothing was like, oh, we're actually outside with it.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple scenes.
Yeah.
But I think that's what made number 2 a little bit more broad. Like they were really outside with
They were
it. Like,
they were acting as humans, so to speak.
yeah. And there was a lot more. There was a plethora of scenes, a lot
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean? Versus being like, oh, I'm in a sewer and it's just dark the entire time.
Yeah.
There's a lot more daytime scenes, and that's what I think the parents were complaining about, which is whack. Because I like the dark
I do too.
rigidness of the first one. It was
The
just
first
like,
one was when they went. Yeah. So like the first one is when the building burned down, and then they went to the forest.
Yeah.
The forest scenes were my favorite of that whole movie.
Bro.
Like I still cry till this day when I watch that splinter come up from the fire.
Yeah, man.
No matter what.
That's what I'm saying. It was
That's-
just so dark and
Yeah,
heartfelt. It
and
was
now
like,
that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah. It's like for the
nothing's
kiddos.
better than that. Her drawing the turtles. Come on, bro.
yeah, man. They was
Look,
really on
me and him
point.
can talk about this for
Well,
hours,
yeah, we'll
bro.
talk about this the whole entire show. So yeah, we got to move on. We got to move on.
So obviously, street culture invested in you from day one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let Rellik take this second question because he's supposed to. But yeah, go ahead.
So before I get into my actual question, I was scrolling. I like to scroll through people's Instagram, whatever, see what they on. I noticed they used to have dreads
Yeah,
or locks, whatever you want to call them.
yeah. Locks. for
I
sure.
did too. So whenever I see that people like, you know what I'm saying, cut them off, I really want to like ask like, now I don't want to be drawing this to be like why, but like I want to know like your story behind like letting
There's
them go.
always a story behind.
Yeah,
locks.
because I know
Yeah,
with
yeah.
me, it's like I just felt as if like I wanted to restart at that moment because I just kind of felt like it was, but it wasn't me. And now they're gone, I kind of miss them. But
Of course.
that's my little short story. So I was really wanting to know like your why behind that.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't really make it too complex. It wasn't like a crazy breakup or anything like that. It was just more like they had to go. Like honestly, it's a lot of maintenance, dude. It's a lot.
You
of,
had them things for a minute.
yeah, man. Started here. You know what I mean? And I had the Killmonger first. Let's keep it a stack. My hair went to the side before everybody else was doing
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm
it
saying?
did.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
did.
So the locks to the side. When you saw Michael B. Jordan do it,
Yeah.
I've already been doing it for like 5 years before that.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
I can vouch.
Yeah.
I was around.
So
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
like did you? Because to me, like I kind of kept mine for probably like a couple weeks because I thought I was gonna like put them back in later on at a later date.
Oh, yeah.
But I kind of threw them away because I think I watched them and then like I forgot they was wet and yeah, it was horrible. So did you keep yours afterwards for a little bit? or?
I still have them. I don't know
Okay.
where they're at, but I got them. I lost track during moving, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
yeah. But it was just like a health thing. Like I know a lot of people get alopecia and things like that from just like the twisting of the hair or just depending how you sleep. Like there's a lot of maintenance to it and the details to it, and I just felt like I wasn't doing it the right way when I first got them.
Yeah.
It was my first go around. They were just getting longer and longer, but
Yeah.
I just felt like it wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
My hair wasn't healthy as it should be. So I was just like, okay, I'd rather cut them now versus get any more traction or any alopecia or, you
Yeah.
know,
You
thin
can
or
mess
bald.
yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
People
don't
don't really understand like that's your
That's
hair
like
is
a-
important.
It's
Huge
super
responsibility,
important. Yeah, incredible.
I've learned a
responsibility.
lot since my wife went to Cosmo School.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she's got the house set up and everything, like I've literally learned tremendous amount just about how I take care of my hair because I have really good hair and like I don't show any signs of balding or anything of the sort. So like my wife is always telling me like, why don't you use conditioner? Why don't you use this? Why don't you? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was brought up to shampoo my head every day.
Yep.
She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
part of it.
part. Yeah, there's a lot more to it. I'm like, well, teach me, please. I can't. This is a big brain, but there's a lot of information that already don't need to be in here. So let me switch it.
Yeah. Or information we're not utilizing that's already in there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to my actual question, I'm my bad. I had to ask that question. But my actual question, what was a defining moment that made you like really be like, okay, this is what it is, like as far as dance, like what was that moment to where you took dance like serious?
I think it was just like the recognition in school. You know, when you're in school and you're like, all right, this is my superpower. This is what people will really rock with me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change the party. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
school dances, like, it's crazy that I still kind of do it to this day, which I need to retire.
Yeah.
But people like for me to come out, and I'm a wallflower now. But people just somehow they just gravitate towards me when I'm out and about, and I'm like, oh, God,
Yeah.
I really don't want to. I'm tired, guys. I'm in the corner for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide. But yeah, man, it just is what it is. Whether it's a wedding, baby shower, I'm gonna bring the energy, man. And, I think
And if I'm not mistaken, you just had a birthday.
I did.
Uh-oh.
I did. What's today? 23rd. 4 days ago.
The 20th?
19th.
19th.
Oh, okay.
19th. 19th.
So
close.
you gonna say it on air or what? How old are you now?
Oh, you know what? We got black don't crack. It's cool. I'm 36.
There it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Hey, bro, I'm 38.
I'm right behind you. I'm 35.
So we in our 30s
You know what
up
I'm saying?
here,
We up there.
and we still get off on people.
Oh yeah,
Straight up.
yeah. It's only getting better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like I ain't
yeah.
going like I'm seasoned.
I stretch more now than I ever did in my 20s.
Yeah, you bought because we have to now.
Me and my wife went to the rink last night, and she got done putting her skates on, and she's standing up, and I'm still stretching. She's like, "Are you gonna hurry?" I'm like, "Do you realize that this is my process every time I come here? Don't play me. I gotta get my stretching in because if I go out there and nope, what 2 weeks before Lamont turned 40,
Bruh.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
doing
out.
it.
That's out.
I love him to death, and I'm grateful for his journey of like healing.
Yeah.
But I don't ever want to experience that in my life.
wait,
absolutely not.
For real, when he tore his ACL.
I never knew that.
2 or 3 weeks
Was the
before he
Achilles?
was 40. Yeah, his Achilles.
Oof.
So 2 weeks before he turned 40, bro, he was literally doing nothing but going down on one knee while he was doing a round.
Ouch.
And I'm like, this man, I've watched him stretch. I've watched him keep his body right. I've watched him do push-ups. Me and him talked every day during the pandemic. And I'm like, okay, if it could happen to you, I'm stepping my game up.
Oh yeah, all the way up.
Because it could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Butter too.
Oh yep, I remember
But
that.
his whole knee.
Yep, I remember that day.
Yeah.
I was there.
So, but
Ouch.
but now I know, and a lot of people know, you've lived in LA.
Right.
You've obviously lived in other places. What would you consider your favorite dance scene? I shifted the question a little bit, but in the U.S., what's your favorite dance scene?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Bum, bum, bum.
Because I know you've traveled other places besides L.A. and Vegas.
Yeah.
So what would be your favorite place you've been?
Honestly, man, it just goes back to the birthplace, man. That Jersey club.
Man,
Man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. He's like, not the crump scene. Nah, man, honestly, that Baltimore club, Jersey club, because like I grew up on it. And when I moved, like it was no more for me. So I didn't have it
so
anymore.
when you go back.
Yeah. So now that it's popular, like everybody's dropping like the Jersey club, Baltimore club, like that's hot right now.
Yeah.
But we were doing that in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Club Shampoo when we was out there in Philly for the young
Jeez.
17. You can
That
be 17 and
sounds
get in.
like a teenage club
It
name.
was, bro.
Some shampoo.
Wow.
I
Anybody
thought
watching
Frozen
this?
75 was bad because that was
Yeah.
Vegas's Frozen
Yeah.
75.
Yeah, that
We've
sounds
talked
like-
about that on a previous episode, but Club Shampoo?
Yeah, Shampoo in Philly, bro. So
in
anybody
Dallas-
from Jersey in Philly right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. And it's like, yo, chill out.
In Dallas, we had Club 17. That's so basic.
Yeah, 17. Oh, 17 and
17
up.
and yonder, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
I can't.
Yeah. But yeah, so it would probably be Jersey Club. It was just, man, it's just the essence and just getting down. And I know beat your feet and all that other stuff. It's like that club environment that you
Yeah.
can dance.
Yeah.
Which is what we're missing. You know what I mean? People don't dance anymore when they go out. So I think that's what I miss, and it's just like the essence and just the cadence of it all. Not the cadence, but just just the essence and just bringing people together. And we're
Yeah.
all
You're a
like,
party person. Like when I think
is
of
what it
dance,
is, yeah.
like when I think of you in dance, to be totally frank with you, all I think of is House Party. That movie. That's all I think about.
let's go.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
I know when people think of Mafioso, all they think of is Crump.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna get off on you because I
Yeah.
probably tell everybody that in the world. But the point I'm making is like when I think of Alpha Jack, if I like when I go to your classes, whenever I do am able to take one, if I need like a refresher course of some 90s hip hop, that man's class is the place to go. Because like he'll have you moving in ways that like I'm like, why is my shoulder right here killing me the next day.
Yeah.
And I didn't even throw an arm.
Yeah, when your next class?
Yeah.
Don't you still teach at Millennium?
I took a little break from Millennium for a little bit. Yeah, I went from weekly to bi-weekly, and I just felt like teaching every week was overwhelming. Especially when you got stuff to do. You're like, dang, man, I really need these 2 hours to get X, Y, and Z done. Or I don't feel like, and you also want to be more appreciated too. I think once you do things on a regular weekly basis in such a smaller community, and depending on if they even are familiar with the culture, they tend to be like, oh, he's always going to be there. I'll just do it next week. I'll do it next week.
That's why I don't teach weekly corp anymore.
Yep, and people just push it off to the side, and before you know it, you're kind of like, you got decent numbers, and that's a whole nother ball game.
Like McLovin said, people got to start dancing for the soul.
Yeah.
People take classes for a different reason now.
Yeah.
They don't take class. Like when we were coming up and we took a Crump workshop, we wanted to learn something from that person.
Yeah.
It's, I'm going to go on the website. Okay, who's teaching today? Okay, I'm going to teach this, and this because it's going to help me in my career. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a way like, oh, that's a bad thing. I'm just saying what we're looking for as teachers, we're used to investing in a person. I can look at young Mafioso and 9 months later and see, like, that's the product of our teaching. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you're used to that in Texas and your little homies and people. We're used to the brotherhood and the
the camaraderie
and student teacher type of feel. Like Lamont has been my teacher for 2 decades. Not just in dance. Yeah. There's been times I beat him. There's been times he's beat me. Mm-hmm. But we understand that camaraderie. Yeah. And that's what I think we search for, and you can't get that at a weekly class.
No.
Unless if I feel like you're working with specific students. Like you're working with a studio of kids that you're training up every week in multiple different styles. Like when we were working with Prodigy in the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
We were working with them kids on a regular basis, so it helped.
I'm proud of all of them, man. All of them. Like,
bro,
I was like, okay, we contributed to all of them. Yeah, crazy.
I said
crazy. I'm like, I'm getting older.
Yeah, I know we're talking about some stuff that you're probably
beat me
like,
to
what
marriage.
is going on?
I'm just like,
and having kids. I was like, dang, she beat me to marriage and having kids. I'm like,
bro,
there's no timeline on it, but.
So this girl, Anna, she was one of our kids we taught like 2012, 2015, like that era
super
of dance.
Sweet kid.
Sweet little girl, man. Well, she was like, what, maybe 12, 11 when we met her?
Yeah, I keep in touch with like all of them. Yeah.
Married with kids. And we're both like, we've seen you grow up. When did this happen?
Yeah.
Like what?
Where?
Yeah, literally. Like she disappeared from the face of the planet and then came back and was like, ring.
As she should have.
Exactly. I've messaged her and I was like, I'm so proud of you because you disappeared, got your ish together, and then now look at you.
Yeah. Things. LA will change a lot of people. Not saying that she changed for like the worst, but we all have our growing pains. You know what I mean?
Speaking on that, that was one of the questions. What do you feel about the difference between the LA and the Vegas scene?
Well, LA, I mean, it's not like to say there's not real people. It just depends where you're at. So once you get to Hollywood, that's when things start to change, right? So if we're speaking on dance, there's still a lot of realism out there. Like it's real people out there. You can definitely go to a lot of different real sources. But I think through development for myself and thinking about the long game and finances and things like that, I'm like just trying to excel even both scenes, like even like trying to excel away from the whole dance thing, like not forgetting it because it's the artistry. Like we love it, we're gonna do it because this is what we do and it's who we are. But aside from that, I think the mentality of a lot of dancers, even in LA, is just like, no offense, it's just really like a broken mentality. Like I don't I'm just trying to not even rivalry. It's just like, where am I investing my dreams, and is it going to bring me, longevity in the end of the day? Like, is it something I can invest in for the long haul? Am I protected? Do I protect myself? Do I have my, do I have my insurance locked in for my body? Because these gigs don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if you booked like a gig with Kanye, I heard people wasn't even getting paid for that when they was in the park, like doing the church thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was people that didn't get paid.
Yeah,
bro.
People are just happy to be there.
That we hear in LA, crazy.
Forget about it.
Yeah. I heard there was an artist in Vegas that was doing a video shoot out here, and they asked people to dance for free, like the baby. the music video with the girl twerking, the white girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, half of the people got paid a couple $100s for that,
Oh, yeah,
and
the
they were
Jabberwocky
like
one.
there for 12 to 16 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one
Uh-huh.
that really
That's what
started
we
the
need
riot.
is- That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, and that's why I love bringing people like us on the podcast
Yeah.
because we think about the long game. Now that I've had children, I think totally different. You get what I'm saying? Like this is
Absolutely.
Swarm Branding is my vehicle
Bro.
to be able to change my family's
It's
life.
a beautiful thing.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't think on that level. It's like after I stop moving, after I stop throwing these arms, where's the substance after that? Because my arms aren't always going to be able to be thrown.
Mm-hmm.
I look at people like, I love Poppin' Pete to death, but I remember when he was working at MGM.
Yeah, you're right. And you're legend.
Poppin' Pete.
Bro, dancing next to MJ. Like
Dancing
if
next
I
to
ever
MJ
danced with Michael Jackson,
when
I'm
Michael
not
Jackson
doing-
was at his prime, but a couple years ago was working at MGM. Like a full-time 40-hour week job.
Yeah, and no disrespect to him.
And it's because men have to work.
Yeah, yeah.
If we don't work, we don't eat.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that shows you where street dance in itself is.
That's so funny. We were literally having this conversation yesterday. I was with Joe and AZ, and we were just talking about.
Them,
we
I
talking
gotta
about what
get
they
AZ
went
on the podcast.
to-
Too.
AZ
He's
would be
been asking
great.
me.
He'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about Boogaloo Shrimp, how he was tripping, like all of these, and they were like, man, we were better off not seeing him at that battle, man, because now it's been tarnished, like his image. You know, you watch Breaking and Breaking 2.
Yeah.
You know, you got this image of him just being like that dude at that time, but
Mm-hmm.
you see him again, and like he kind of like not all there. You're like, hold up now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
and
good.
That's what I mean is like I care more about this and this than being able to move my body for the long term. You get what I'm saying? And that's why
at least dancing anyway.
Huh?
Well, at least dancing, right? Because we still want to use these bodies for the long term, for
Definitely,
sure. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
And I still want to dance. That's why I still host weekly labs and go to the sessions and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I tell Lamont all the time, I understand why you disappeared. And I understand why he took DJing more serious.
Yeah.
Because we can dance for as long as we can, but sooner or later, it has to lead us to something else. It has to be a vehicle for us to go to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at a lot of who was one of the singers that was a dancer before?
Ooh,
woman.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah.
There's a lot of women that were dancers, but
what
they
is her
ended
name?
up being singers.
Yeah, it's a black shorty. I can't remember her name.
You know, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Coy,
Oh, Coyle Ray. Okay.
wasn't she?
No,
or was
it
that-
was.
I
It
thought
was.
she was just what's her name's daughter or something.
What's her
I know
name?
she-
no, what's his name? I'm a devil.
Yeah, her,
Freaking- what's her
Why
name?
are we forgetting her name, bro?
I just watched a video.
I did too.
What
is
does
her
anybody know who
name?
we're talking
Who
about?
we talking?
Man.
Talking
about
Rebel.
over there.
Look, now Vince is like, oh.
Yeah, she just got it. She got the short hair, the buzz cut.
I
Oh,
just seen them post a video. They said she was looking mad
Man,
old.
acting like I can't
But you
whip
know
up
who
my
I'm talking
phone real
about,
quick,
man.
What is her name? Oh my god.
But she was a dancer. I seen videos of her popping at an All Styles jam like previously.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. There we go.
That's-
I knew it was a
Dang.
D.
You can tell we don't listen to her like that.
Like literally. If my wife was here, yeah, Doja Cat.
Yeah,
I'm
would have
not
been
gonna
on it.
remember her-
Yeah,
her
I was
name
like,
at all.
Yeah, she
But
cool, but I ain't
she
seen on
was a
my
dancer.
playlist. Yeah.
But she went into the music. Not saying who she is now. I don't know the woman personally, but the point is that it was a starting point.
Yeah.
I feel like street dance, it has to be a starting point, unless if you're going to be on tour with an artist at all times.
Yep, exactly.
And then if you're on tour with an artist, I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you're on tour with an artist, you got to be gone for 6 months. So what's going to happen with your car? What's going to happen with your apartment? What's going to happen with all your bills?
Yeah.
What's going to happen with all that? Because the moment you get booked for a tour, you got to figure out all that or you're going to be paying rent for the next 6 months with no one living there.
Yeah.
So these are all things and that's why I say the dancer life is somewhat the single life. Because the moment you get a spouse and the moment you get kids, things start changing.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that until I had kids.
Yeah, it's an insane work-life balance. And I don't have kids or anything, but, you know, I have a lot of inspirations out there, you know, like, you know, the Lyle Benigas and stuff like that, you know, like I see, like he has kids and he's making it work or
Ben Stacks.
Ben Stacks is making
Ronnie,
it work. Yeah,
all
Ronnie.
the
Oh, yeah,
Jabbers.
Ronnie's,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Vegas' very own. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ronnie's doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Red Bull, I mean,
There's
that boy
ways to
pushing.
make it happen, but I feel like just like in business, the niche is very important.
Yeah.
Like Ronnie's a b-boy and only a b-boy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
the commercial scene is great, but it's really hard to stay relevant in that
Yeah.
choreography commercial scene,
Yeah.
especially in LA and Vegas.
I wholeheartly agree. And it's like, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I mean, I think in anything, but definitely with dance, we don't really get the respect that we, like, a lot of us
Still till
deserve.
this
Like,
day.
we make things hot.
Yeah.
Whether it's a song or an artist, we're the ones that's going to make it popular, right? TikTok dances.
Yeah.
Well, dancing in general is still making things hot.
Yep.
So it's like dancers are very, very needed. And like we're going backwards to the beginning, to the culture,
Yep.
right? That's what's like birthing things and going back to the club and dancing again. Like that's where it all starts. It's a cultural thing. It's a movement. It's not just like literal movement alone. It's like we're really out here exchanging energies and it's birthing from something much deeper than just whatever's trending. So I think that's like one of the most beautiful things is just like bringing dance back to the forefront as something soulful.
Yeah.
Versus that. But
Well,
we make
hey.
things hot. We make things hot.
Yeah. Well, hey, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, follow us.
All that.
Do the damn thing. We'll
All
be right
that.
back.
Looking to level up your brand? Swarm Branding has got you covered. Whether it's graphic design that brings your ideas to life, web design that turns clicks into customers, print media to make a lasting impression, or pay-per-click campaigns that delivers results, we specialize in taking your brand to the next level. At Swarm Branding, we combine creativity, strategy, and expertise to create tailor-made solutions for your business. Visit us at swarmeverything.com or call 702-758-5591 to start growing your brand today. Swarm Branding, let's create together.
Yo, welcome back. We appreciate you for tuning in the Hive Hustle Podcast. I'm your host, Mafioso.
I'm your co-host, Rellik. Y'all know
And-
me. Y'all know me.
Yeah, y'all know us. This is our boy Alpha Jack. We over here having a great conversation. Man, that first segment was crazy. My head, like I had to change the color on my thing.
That's why I
Like
got
what?
auto color changing.
You know?
Bro.
But look, this is the part of that. What?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. We do that every episode. This is the part of the episode where we ask you flash questions, one or the other.
Okay.
There's no rules.
Wait. We totally skipped the question.
What? Oh, we did?
We definitely did.
Oh, run it back.
Oh, crap. Run it back.
It's
My
cool.
bad.
So speaking of going back, we can go back to the top of the episode. You mentioned you was a massage therapist. Now I was in the chair. You know what I'm saying, doing all this. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, back to the.
As the chair is making noise.
You're right.
I'll be hating when the chair like, do this crap, and you sitting there
Oh.
like, I'm like, bro, like stop. Anyway, but massage therapy. What made you get into that? Like, what made you feel like? Well, what made you think like, okay, I want to be a massage therapist?
It was really, I think, just lacking the next move. Right, I was going to community college back in Jersey. And my girlfriend at the time was like just excelling. Like she just really didn't care. You know what I mean? She didn't care like in the sense of what she wanted to do. It was just more like she was just going.
Yeah.
Right. So she cared actually a lot. It's like, but she was like locked in. She wasn't like thinking like, oh, what's next? You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I think that's just Filipino culture. She was gonna be a nurse no matter what.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, she was locked in. Me, I'm just like, man, I don't want to do all that. I mean, like, what is it that I'm looking for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody was implementing anything on me growing up. Like, do this, go to school for that, right? Unlike their culture, they're like, nurse,
Yeah.
nurse, and you're
Yeah.
hearing it from like a young age, and you're like, okay, well, I'm here at college now, time to do that. So me,
Yeah.
I was just like seeing her do her thing, and I'm like, all right, what can I do that's kind of related to the medical field, but not like so in depth with it
Yeah.
to where I got to go to school for 7 years.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just like, okay, I guess it was kind of like me trying to wiggle and take kind of like the easy way out,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm not crazy about school, but I love education.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. So I decided to look online, and that's the first thing that popped up was massage, and I was just like, all right, let's give it a try. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You put your email in, your phone number,
Yeah.
and then somebody calls you
Yeah.
randomly the next day in the
Like
system.
that commercial.
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
made a
yeah.
remix
Oh yeah,
of?
DeVry. Was it DeVry?
DeVry, it was.
Was it?
You just sitting on the couch.
Sit on the couch.
Life passing by. Yeah.
And life passing you by.
Yeah.
You know, just fill out the form, man.
Do something with your future. So yeah, that was the moment for me. Super young, probably like 20 years old, trying to figure that out. And yeah, I just went into the school. I just wanted to do something. So,
Yeah.
And we got it rocking. And then throughout school, I was like, oh, I kind of got an itch for this. Like,
Yeah.
the teachers are like raving about me. They're like, oh, yo, you got like a really great natural touch. I didn't know this, but the program was only like 7 months, which was great at the
I
time.
know the massage therapy program is not really that long. It's like less than a year.
Well, they're longer now these days.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah, like 9 months I think is the minimum.
Oh,
but
still less than a year.
yeah, it depends where you go. But anyways, 7-month program, and as time went on, I just got better and better at it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, why would I run away from something that I'm naturally like,
Good at.
Yeah.
smashing it right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm going, and the teachers are gassing me up, and it's just like even at graduation, I was like the favorite. I was like, yo, there's other people graduating right now. You guys are making me feel like embarrassed right now. Like, please stop talking about me at graduation. There's 7, 8 other people right here graduating in this segment. But yeah, man, it's a definite blessing, and I'm just trying to utilize it. It hasn't been always something I've been in love with, but I'm learning to love it in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like the same way with my graphic and web design. You know, like I've been doing that since 2008, and it was just because I took a computer class at school and I learned how to type really quick, and then all of a sudden I started looking at some code and got really geeked out.
dope.
Like that's how I got into it. I
MySpace.
was a graffiti artist at first. Like that's how I got into graphic design. Graffiti turned into graphic design because my homeboy Fresh passed away, and I just didn't want to do it on walls anymore. Like when you see your homeboy stabbed because he crossed a rival crew out,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you kind of don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up like that, so I'm going to go ahead and go this route.
Yeah.
So I started doing backpacks with paint markers at high school and stuff like that. And then after getting out of high school, I was like, well, what do? I committed a crime really early on, and then I was like, well, I can't do nothing but go get a job as a telemarketer. So I got into sales, and then I was doing graphic design, so that's when I started. The sales and the graphic design and the web design kind of just built into what I am now.
Yeah.
So it and that's what I meant in the last segment is you have to have not necessarily an exit plan, but an end goal of some sort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can't be a backup dancer for the rest of my life, man.
Yeah, nah.
Like, and I understand social media is a thing. I understand being an influencer is a thing. But even then, the moment Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are gone, what are you doing?
Exactly. Where's the land? Where's the property?
Exactly. So, IP is great, but if your IP ain't worth anything, then there's no point in having an IP.
Literally.
know? So, but this segment of the episode, now we back.
Yeah.
We back. This segment of the episode is flash questions. We simply ask you a question. You let us know what your answer is and why. Sometimes it gets people canceled. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just a good convo.
Okay.
We'll see what happens with you, Dezmin.
Right. Cancel me out, huh?
TLC or SWV?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Sheesh.
I know you told me it was a good question. I'm
yeah,
really looking forward to
man.
seeing this one.
Jeez, TLC or SWV is wild, dude. Oh,
Did you see have you ever watched the episode of our podcast?
I partially got through Lamont's.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I haven't
Gaia
gone through
Speaks, we asked Queen Latifah or Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill, yeah.
all. Ooh, okay.
So you got another good one.
Yeah.
SWV or TLC. Come on with it, man.
Gosh.
And I knew it was going to be good because it's 90s R&B.
I want to say SWV for just the R&B portion of it, but I feel like I'm gonna go with TLC.
Okay. Now why?
Because of the range of the group, right?
Okay.
You got the members that do different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, and they're dancing too.
Yep.
They were fun. They were in movies.
Yeah.
So they had a little bit more of a scope. Their scope was a little bit wider. You know what I mean? They were in House Party 3.
Yeah.
I
remember
mean,
that.
yeah.
And that's how Gaia spoke about the Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill. Like Lauryn Hill's an amazing lyricist, but Queen Latifah was an actress. She was many different in leadership roles
Still
in many
killing
different
it.
ways. Yeah,
Still
killing it.
killing
So
it.
it's like there's opinions, but then there's factual statements that back up some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like TLC definitely, when it comes to the reigns of like girl groups in the 90s,
yeah.
TLC was that group.
They really like made like that staple, like, oh, one's gonna rap and the others are gonna sing. Like,
Yeah.
like you think of TLC when you think of that. Like,
Yeah.
like whatever groups came after that, like Black or
3LW.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like always like a rapper, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
comes in
Yeah.
the group, But even for guy groups too, after that, I just think TLC was not the blueprint, but a great blueprint
Yes.
for how to navigate that.
They were
So,
the I don't know if it was Boys to Men or one before that. New Edition.
New Edition,
They were
yeah.
New Edition.
They were just here, I think.
Yeah. They, if I'm not mistaken, they have a residency sometimes.
Oh no,
Okay,
doubt.
yeah.
New
tight,
Edition.
tight.
I know Boys to Men does for sure.
Oh yeah, I saw them the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. It was
Yeah.
great. I got front row tickets and everything.
Amen.
Yeah. By accident.
So top 3 influences in 2024.
In 2024.
So your
This year.
influences that are for you right now.
I think I'm gonna. Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy question, bro.
Yes. More crazy questions.
I'm gonna have to give a shout out. Shout out to my boy Sean. Sean Timmons.
Okay.
He's a great coach when it comes to like the whole life insurance situation. He's handling business. He's doing his thing. He's giving out many opportunities. I might have like 4 people.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go with my mother, of course. It's cliche. That may sound all,
Nah.
but yeah, Mom Dukes, man.
Of course.
She's just such a soldier, man. Like honestly, like no matter what, like she ain't even about money, bro. It's just like a huge influence as far as just as she can carry herself and continue to like be strong throughout all the turmoil I watched her go through growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maf. Let's go with Maf, man. Let's go with Jack, dog. Come on, bro. Real talk, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey,
Wow.
no, honestly, like if you guys are looking where I'm at, and like he said earlier, like watching him where he came from the Bible thumper to from one relationship and then going like just navigating through all the processes, whether it was like good for him or bad for him. It was just watching the journey and how to heal and navigate through it and become a better man at the end of the day for it all. And I think that's what it is. It's about maturity, growth. And I'm being for real, man. It's like just seeing him grow through it all without giving up and then seeing where he's at now. It's like the proof is in the pudding. Like you just don't get a space like this. It doesn't just happen. You know what I mean? You got to put in the ethic and the work through it. So like it's very impressive. I'm going to keep it a stack.
I appreciate
And then
it.
I think the last one is going to definitely be Joe Styles, man.
Amen.
Right?
I was hoping I was going to hear him.
Yeah, of course, bro.
He's been an inspiration for both of us for God knows how long with his damn 17 pack.
Yeah, last but definitely far from least, man. I mean, Joe has a mentality that a lot of people tend to pretend they have. Yeah. I watched him follow through as long as we've been together.
Yeah.
So like, we used to be roommates, definitely when I first moved out here. He's just such a selfless soul, Like I see him, he just gives whatever. You know what I mean? He's very giving, caring, but very very manly, if that makes sense, right? We all got our foundation, whether it be God or whatever you believe in, and that's another influence for me as well.
Yeah.
Just always going back to that spiritual essence of just
Jesus.
trying to be, praise, just really trying to like always zone in and come back home, right?
Yeah.
Come back to your foundation,
Yep.
whether you're perfect in it or not. it's good to have that spiritual influence. But going back to Joe, he's just an amazing individual who always looks out for his people. Stretches his arm as far as he can.
Yeah.
And he's fit. He's doing the fitness thing. He's got that going on now. So shout out to him. Just make sure you look him up.
He was doing acrobats and dance before there was acrobats and dance.
Bro.
Like literally, like he was the first person I seen do any of that like acrobatic stuff in dance.
Yeah.
Like I seen people the whole pull up thing that people were doing.
Yeah.
He was the first one to do it. I'm like, yo, you're getting 3 million like views on this, and I'm like, my boy goes to the park and does it right here.
Bro, he's been the first to doing several
lot of
things.
things.
Yeah. They was hating on him definitely when they came out here in Vegas doing the dance scene.
Yeah.
Like nobody was gliding, nobody was doing the Memphis juking, nobody was, what's that? And now everybody want to do it. So
Bro, crazy.
shout out to him, man, just being an innovator and just a beautiful like individual.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I'm excited for this question because I asked Lamont a similar question. If you had to choose one to do for the rest of your life, dancing or massage therapy?
If I had to choose, so it sounds like I just have no choice but to pick one, right?
This or that.
I was like, either.
This or that. This or that.
This or that.
This or that.
Or.
Sheesh, man. It's so funny. There are two industries I'm really trying to like step away from, but I'm on here for these two things, but
I know I'm like,
I'm trying to get out of both of them. Bro, your boy's just trying to be financially free, man. Because honestly, massage is cool, but honestly, if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with dance.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
like I look at it like financials is out, you'd be taken care of, but solely what you want to do, it would be dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Just being an instructor, though.
Yeah.
It'd be teaching or hitting. That dopamine you get when you jump on a stage and the crowd is just like
going crazy.
Bruh, the energy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's unlike any other. It's been a while since I felt it, too, so I'm ready to jump back on board. I'm not going to lie when it comes to that. So, in time.
I feel like you would do well in like a show like, in like a, not MJ1, but like a tribute show.
Yeah.
With like your style and like, I could see it, the hat. Like,
I already know what hat you're talking about.
Like, I feel like that would, like, you could play a part in that and it would be great. You know what I'm saying? But we know these shows don't pay well out here.
They don't, man. You'll be ended up missing out on money for being in it.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, man. I talk to a lot of people in the scene and that are in shows and they're not. You either got to be full time, a main character, and then if you are a full time main character like Kid, you don't get a lot of time off. To do what you want.
Yeah.
You're doing a 50, 60-hour work week sometimes.
Yeah.
Dancing. Like, I don't know if I could do that, just to be honest with you.
To catch up.
Yeah, that's why I tell Kid and Midas, I'm like, bro, y'all are dancers. Like, I do this for a hobby now.
Yeah.
So, but on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to get deep when we get back. But do us a favor, like, subscribe, do all the stuff you need to do. Because if you don't, Alpha Jack is going to battle you.
I'm gonna record it.
So scary.
We'll be right back, y'all.
What does it mean to live the culture? At Swarm Brand, it's more than style. It's a movement. Born from the streets, every piece we create reflects the energy, rhythm, and soul of street culture. Bold graphics, fresh designs, each one tells a story of self-expression and individuality. This is more than just clothing. It's a lifestyle fueled by hip-hop and street dance. So are you ready to embrace the streets? Swarm Brand. Join the movement.
Yo, welcome back. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got to get comfortable, man. I might get us new chairs because they're not that comfortable. But
I ain't gonna. I've been hiding this. It's not a pain, but it's like a.
Like, I want to get comfortable.
But I ain't want the chair to like be doing the sounding on.
Bro, when I was on the episode with Shakes, everybody kept thinking we was farting, but it was the chairs.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Man.
But this is the part of the episode, bro, where we get deep. We want to know how you as a human handle ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Like, as creatives, we go through it, bro. Blockages in dance, blockages in life, blockages in business, like how we handle them. Like you said in the previous section, like, you admire me because I'm able to fall, but it's not about how many times I fell. It's about how many times I'm getting back up.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at you in the same manner, bro. Like seeing all of us come from where we came from, and when I first met you in 2012, seeing us grow, seeing us go through journeys, seeing you move to LA and actually succeed out there, and moving back because you wanted to and not because you had to.
Right.
So,
right.
But how has your experience like as a dancer influenced your massage therapy career, so to speak? Like, I know when you have done mine before, you give me a whole like synopsis on what I can do better.
Yeah.
So like, did that come from being a dancer, or did that just come with time?
I mean, for me, it just came with time. Just through studying and being familiar with the muscles, what they connect to, and how they, originate, if you will. It's all about, if you know where it's coming from and where it's going, you can kind of have a better idea how to navigate. But it's always a growing thing. Like, I'm always studying and looking more in depth about how to just become better and more knowledgeable about all that. Yeah. But dance, I mean, it helps. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, dancers need to step it up a little bit.
Bro, I think the same. He's laughing at me saying, damn.
So I think he's laughing because we were like this at the same time. We was like,
Oh, yeah. Monte, stop. Our producers be laughing at us, y'all.
Off camera over there.
oh, okay.
I know I be wanting to put one up here, like just focusing on them, but they won't let me.
Okay,
That's all good. That's all good.
But
yeah.
I know that like your dancing journey has, because you tell me all the time, have you like, bro, you see me at the event, the Breaking Hearts and and he goes like this. He goes, how you doing? And I was like, bro, don't do that. You know I need a damn massage right now.
You did say that. Yeah. It's just default, man. It's like my hands just
literally.
They're just like, I call them healing hands, and I think it's about just wanting to be a healer at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Just making sure people aren't harmed, and just trying to make people feel safe the best way I can. And it is really case by case. You know what I mean? Give or take. So.
So I feel like this question is like, you be in an interview and they be like, tell me about a time when, I feel like that's this
a job interview question.
Too much time when you had to step up and be a.
I know you mentioned you want to get away from dancing and massage therapy, but
that's what you want the podcast for, so we don't talk about it.
So while we're here, doing it, can you share a moment where dancing helped you with your massage business?
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really easy one. This is what I like to tell a lot of people that ask me for advice or like students underneath of me. I try to get like some people on board. Rhythm. How I dance is how these are going to move for the most part, right? And I think that's the biggest reason why I like to use music when I massage. Like, I would never massage in silence. That's weird. Unless I'm doing like an ASMR video.
Yeah.
But other than,
all you hear is
yeah. Which might sell on TikTok, so I'm still gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like haircuts, like they got the microphones on their wrists. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that for sure. So that's in the works. Definitely growing that on social media. But for me, dance, it's the rhythm. It's the groove of the hands. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't want nobody touching you. Like, there's no rhythm. Like, you're like, yo, bro, like, why are you? Yeah, this doesn't feel good or smooth, or like, like there's a way for it to travel, and you want it to travel in a rhythmic pattern. Yeah, and that same way, if I watch somebody dance, if they're dancing off beat, I'm be a little disturbed, and be a little like, can you, bro? All right, come over here. Let's talk. Let's get it right. let's get the bounce in the groove right. Metronome. Yeah. Literally. Let's talk about music theory, huh? So yeah, that's what it comes down to me. I think that's how dance helped me for sure. It sets me aside from all my peers. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like he answered the next question, but I don't know. He said rhythm.
No, we're gonna go with number 3. Go with number 3.
That's what I'm saying.
No, low key.
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Ask away.
Okay, so
what does the Vegas dance scene need?
Yeah.
Rhythm.
I'll tell you what it needs. No, it needs to,
because you've been out here for more than a decade. There's a lot of people that have moved out here in the past 5 years that feel like they know what Vegas needs.
Oh wait, put my hand down.
But you went decades.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like, we've both been involved with the first All Styles battle in Vegas.
Yeah, true that.
So please enlighten us,
Yeah,
sir.
man. I do miss when a lot of people used to come out here. I mean, the Twins, the Cannons, the
Tropicana
Midgets.
Spencer District.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had some heavy hitters come through, bro.
Yeah.
We was getting worked, bro.
Yeah.
We were like going toe to toe with so many amazing names, and it's definitely a blessing. But I think the scene needs to bring that kind of fire back. If we're talking about battling, but I think as far as dance, I think we need to simplify it and bring back the culture of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, social dancing. Nobody does that.
Hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out and like
We meet up, put a camera up.
or that, right? People need to hang out more. I think people are looking for like some
Community.
Yeah, we need community. I know there's a lot of people that get together and do things, but sometimes we hold dance events and these people don't show up.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disturbing. I'm like, okay, like, are we supporting? Now, when I step out, people know I'm always going to be there. Like,
Yeah.
people will tell me all the time. They're like, oh, yeah, you always show up. Oh, bro, you at everything. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And if we all did that, imagine the numbers
Yeah.
and the energy that we'll create and
Yeah.
the networking that we'll create
Yeah.
and the connections we'll make. And that's what it's about. It's about making connections with people, especially when we go out and about, right? A lot of people are busy, and I understand everybody has lives, but when's the last time you went to maybe a small club or a bar? And that's the reason why I like to go out. I don't like to get drunk and turn up and try to get at the shorties. Like, I'm cool. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good on that. I'm even practicing celibacy right now. I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I just like to go out and just dance. I like to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And nobody's doing that. I go out and I'm like, nobody's dancing.
Yeah.
It's a standing floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a dance floor.
It's funny too because me and my wife talk about that all the time. Like how we met was at Tuesday Blend, and I seen her dancing in the middle, and then she seen me dancing, and then obviously we started having a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like social events are where people have fun, and that's where we started.
Exactly.
Like you said, Be More. Like you said, Jersey Club. Like
Yeah.
you went to when we were 17 years old, we went to a club and danced.
Yeah.
That's what made us fall in love with this was just moving our bodies.
Basement parties.
I feel like the battling, the accolades, we have to be a legend in this. We have to be a GOAT. We have to be this
Competitions.
competition.
Team
It
competitions.
makes it. I said it in my interview with Al Metro. Corporations have packaged dance events and turned them into something that could be recreated over and over. World of Dance, Monsters of Hip Hop. Like they that started the All Styles battle, and the competition started out like you got served in the underground where there was nobody there, and there was a bunch of people that was in their garage and made some routines, and then they went to battle the other homies at this party.
Absolutely.
That's how
Yo,
it started.
For real. That's,
and literally
I'm already
that
thinking about
turned
stuff
into
right
a
now.
corporate event called World of Dance.
Yeah.
Now we all train for 6 months to go compete against each other on a big ass stage.
Yeah.
That's literally what it turned into.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you, bro. It's culture, it's community, we need the socialization of dance. We need to come together just for the sake of dancing together.
I mean, honestly, like, that's where all the energy is going. It's going to stage stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's
Perform.
perform. Everybody's just trying to see who's got the biggest, you know what, in the room. And it's like,
And so most people that are performing don't even know who they are.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. And that's another thing, not finding out who you are, but that's what you're going to figure out in these communities, right? You're going to find your tribe.
Jesus, that was a bar. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
And
You're going to
also
find
what
your
you can,
tribe.
also what you can get from it, because people don't come outside unless there is something that they can get from it.
Yeah. They don't come outside just to support.
Just come outside because if it's like a huge prize, I'll go. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I won't go here because it's not worth my my time.
Yeah, I'm a part of it. Oh, I'm in it. I'm in the competition.
Y'all go to these damn events. That's what we're saying.
Go.
In a nutshell.
But look, on the last note, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my journey for the past decade. Like today made me realize how long we've known each other.
Yeah.
And I'm appreciative of you, bro. Through our trials, through our tribulations, through us
Crazy,
arguing,
right?
through us
Yeah.
becoming friends again.
Bro.
I think it's been like 3 or 4
Yeah,
times
yeah.
where we've like
We
literally
be
stopped
beefing,
talking to
bro.
each other,
Yeah.
and we've like literally argued, and then 6 months later I see him, I'm like, bro, I love you.
Yeah,
I love
man.
you too, man. And we just hug. like
real.
I feel like we've gone through that enough times to understand that like no matter what, we're always going to be here for each other.
Yeah, man.
And that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so to end the show, I want you to tell people where they can find you, how they can book you for a massage or for a class, and just take us out, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Alpha Jack Cereal.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram at Golden Gloves Massage. And you can also just DM me at Golden Gloves Massage for now and just shoot me a message. The website is in the works, and how disappointed you might be. But I was like, I got to get that domain.
Let's go.
I got to
Let's
get that
go.
domain. Yeah, you know, of course, I got like a sister website, but I'm actually going to expand from that.
Let's go.
So, you know, people take you a little bit more serious. But
There it is.
yeah, so yeah, that's how you can reach out to me. It's real easy. I'm not going to put my phone number on here right now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
Until you get a business line.
702. No, I was kidding.
But look, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Hive Hustle Podcast. This your boy Mafioso
I don't know. Boy Rellik.
and our guest with the man with the master plan, Alpha
Yeah.
Jack. We appreciate y'all. Tune in for the next one. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
God bless.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Hive Hustle Podcast. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Also, follow our partner, Swarm Branding. We'll see y'all next time.